And we'll go on to topic 4, which is the last topic of the day. We are reviewing the BOYZ and their new album, Dreamlike. So Sam's recently become a huge fan of the BOYZ. Cooper and I have liked them a lot since debut. So I thought it would be appropriate to review this week. Plus, the only other thing we had to review is Everglow, and that's only a single album, so we try to avoid review. Get out of here.
Yeah, I don't think you want me and Baron review.
I guess, yeah, having you guys, Cooper, it would be me and Cooper. We're going to do the EverCast. Because Adios is great, and Hush is amazing. The other song's just okay, but whatever.
The other song was the only interesting one.
What?
The other song is really bad.
No,
but they couldn't sing it.
Their third, for some reason, their third song on each of their singles is just like, why? The other two are great both times, though. But whatever. This is not a review of Everglow. This is a review of the BOYZ.
That was the review of Everglow.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll start off with Water, which is not the single. I'm not a fan of the opening with the super distorted vocals.
I love that part. So
really?
Good.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like
so
it. I don't like it.
It fits with the water theme.
It fits the theme. I get it. It after
so good.
Okay. So let me get this straight. It does fit the theme of the song. And I hated it less after it stopped and became like led into the song, because it wasn't. Here, let me finish my thought.
I hated it less when it stopped.
Let me finish my thought. It makes sense. I just hearing that at the beginning, I did not like it. Once I heard more of the song, I was like, okay, this makes more sense. It's not as egregious. But right off the bat, I was just like, no, this sounds wrong. This sounds weird. I don't like it. But yeah, I think it leads into some great vocals. I like the nice, like, summery reggae style beat. I thought there was a good slowdown before the chorus and like a nice guitar focus to build up to the chorus. And then during the chorus, I really like the brass part that matches the like water vocals. That really stood out to me. And I thought the first rap in particular was fantastic, but a bit too short.
It's so good though.
The second rap was not as good as the first one, but yeah, the first one was really, really good and stood out to me. But yeah, overall, I like the song.
Yeah, so I really like the song, and I really like when albums start off not with the title track, especially when like the first song is really good like this. Yeah. So it's a great start to an album. Like I love that little intro. I love like the water dropping sound effects.
Yeah, the water dropping sound effects was really good.
But they're not overused, so like they use the amount. The vocals I really enjoy like the smooth like vocals the whole way. The rap parts I like because a lot of times rap parts like throw off like the flow of the song, but here like they like flow it with the song, stick with the water metaphor, like very well. Yeah, the first rap verse is better than the bridge, but I like both anyways. And the instrumental is great. I mean, vocals are great. I love the song a lot. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. This is a phenomenal way to start this album. I think it's so good. This is my favorite song on the album. Spoiler right there. Yeah, I really love like the water sound effects. I just love the feel of the song. You really do feel like you're floating on water. Sorry, I'm gotta. So the bridge thing that's like, or that rap that's like after the second chorus, I guess it's the bridge. I'm not really sure what that was.
Yeah,
that is so Pentagon. Like this song, it could easily be a Pentagon song to me. Like the way they do the rap that's the Pentagon style. So I think that's also why I like this song a lot. Is I can hear Pentagon singing this song like easily. Like I can say like which members I think would do what parts. It's very much their style. So, yeah.
Next we have D.D.D, which is the title track single. I like how it starts out very like Shiny-esque with their vocal style, and then like the slower synthy part, like instrumentals. I could definitely see like Shiny doing something like that. And I do like there's some like really cool synth builds, and like it cuts and builds in like really short, fast sections. I thought that was really cool. And it leads into just like a fun, catchy chorus The D.D.D part like is really easy to get stuck in your head. It's classic like BOYZ style chorus. I think it's just like fun, high energy. Once again, I think the rap part stood out to me in the song too. I really their rap line's really good.
Sunwoo's really good. I love Sunwoo.
Yeah,
so much.
The bridge uses a really similar synth sound and melody as another K-pop song, and I could not think of what that song was. I don't know if someone can tell me in the comments, because like hearing that bridge, I was just like, there is another song that sounds exactly like this, and I could not figure it out. So yeah, if someone can let me know. It's just that like it's the same exact type of synth, and the melody is very similar too. I was just like, I don't know what it was though. As for the music video, it's weird. There's a crossover with Pink Fantasy because of the bunny.
A weird rabbit, creepy rabbit.
Yeah. The problem with the music video is there's an extra minute of like instrumental interludes throughout, and it makes the song feel really long, like too long.
It's like luckily, a 5-minute music video. So
it's like it's 4.5 minutes, and the main song, the actual song, is 3.5 minutes. So they added it's just like the second half of the music video. There's just like random bits of instrumental interludes that aren't there in the actual song. So luckily it didn't ruin the song on the album, in my opinion, but it felt unnecessary in the music video, and it made it seem too long. I love the choreo though. It's really fun. It's really high energy. I think it fits the song perfectly. So yeah, overall I really like the song. Only main issue was just with the music video.
So this is like my favorite the BOYZ song by far. And I know you got so anyway.
I was to say, look at Sam's expression.
The first time I heard it, I wasn't quite sure on it. I knew I really liked the chorus, and the chorus was super hype. I couldn't tell what I didn't like about it, so after re-listening to it many times now, I think it's because like in the pre-chorus, they like split the pre-chorus into like two halves, and the first half is like a weird like the instrumental's like almost like kind of going on. Yeah, I don't like that part at all. That part, yeah. The second half, the pre-chorus that builds into the chorus itself is fantastic, and the chorus itself is like one of my favorite choruses of the year. It's like a top 5 chorus. So that part's amazing. It's really only like that first half of the chorus I don't like, but I really don't like that part. But the other half is so good it offsets it for me. So this is still an amazing song. About the music video itself, I have all the same complaints. I don't like the video. I hate when they add extra stuff to cushion it and do other stuff. The dance is amazing. I'm really looking forward to when they put the dance practice video out, because older dances are fantastic.
Yep.
But I was pleasantly surprised with how much I like the song, and the chorus is just a banger. Absolute amazing.
Okay, so I'm gonna go against everything you just said.
She loves the dubstep part and hates everything else.
Oh yeah, the first part of the pre-chorus is amazing. It's like the best part of the song. Jacob's part is my favorite part of the song. Like just the choreography with it, I think it's such a cool break of the song. I hate the second part of the pre-chorus because as they're building, I think it's Hwall's part in the original. So Hwall's not actually promoting, but he's on the out. He sings. He's in the music video. I think live stages they've been having Sungwoo and Eric do it, but I hate that rap part that's in it. They're just talking like as like they're singing.
I think it works pretty well still.
It sounds awful. It's just noise. Like it just sounds like they're shouting like they want to be heard, but you can't hear them because they're trying to talk over like a loud noise, and it's I hate it. As for the chorus, my biggest issue with the chorus is the dance part, and I figured out how I could fix it. They go down at the last dance. If they just kept it the same note, it's a great chorus. How it is right now, it's not good. I don't like the dance. Like I don't like that.
Really?
If it kept it steady, it would move it forward. Going down like cuts it off to me. And they did this a few times in the song where they do like this, like kind of thing with their voices, and I hate it. It's just so stupid sounding. Like I don't know why they do it. Like they sing great, but they do this like like I don't know. I don't like it. I really don't like it. I will
say the chorus is like kind of like there's like a lot going on like instrumentally, so like it kind of maybe a little bit crowded, but I'm here for it.
I'm fine with the chorus except for the dance, 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 dance. I don't like it. I don't like that.
I like it.
I usually love Sunwoo's raps. I didn't care. I think this is his weakest rap he's had in any of his songs. I mean, it might grow on me. His rap and Bloom Bloom, Pow, whatever, grew on me a lot.
Yeah.
I really love Sunwoo. I think he's one of my favorite idol rappers, and I just like overall I just really love him. Like he's a great personality. He's a great rapper. Eric's good too, but Sunwoo is the main rapper for a reason. Choreography wise, I think it's great. Has a lot of the same. Overall, in general, there's a lot of similar elements as No Air, and No Air is my favorite. The boys, it's second favorite. The boys' title track, I guess. So like choreography wise, they do some of the same moves. Some of the same moves also in Bloom Bloom. They do the extended bridge like they did in Nowhere, where there's like a first bridge and then a second bridge. It like keeps going, which I think is really cool. Like it actually like it adds to it. I don't know. It's really cool. They have a dance break. There's a lot of Jooyeon center in this comeback, which I think that's really cool. He gets overshadowed a lot, I think, by Q because he's the second main dancer. One thing that's really cool about the boys is their like thing is they don't have a center. They have 12 centers, and I think they do that very well. Where all the members could take center and everything works. There isn't really like a weak member. Like there's really only one member who's weak dance wise, but he's a really good vocalist, so it's made up in other ways.
Yeah.
Music video, my biggest complaint to the music video is the dance set when they're like not in New York. So I thought it was really cool they filmed in New York while they were here for KCON. It's genius. They filmed a music video, they filmed a reality show. They did so much while they were here. But yeah, that dance set where it's white, they have the blue outfits and the pink. The aesthetic of it doesn't fit the music video at all.
Yeah.
I didn't like it, especially when they cut to it and they did like the pelvic thrust move. It was like
it's like zoomed in right. Yeah.
It's so like unnecessary.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the bunny is
creepy.
It's weird. It's been talked about. Yeah, it's nice seeing Hwall in the music video because he was here in New York for KCON, but yeah, he's just not promoting with them right now because he has like a ankle thing. I think he's been gone a lot of promotions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Overall, like it's decent. It's good. Like I like it. It's just I have a lot of complaint. I mean, it's me with the boys a lot. Like a lot of their stuff isn't perfect to me. It's a lot of stuff that I would just change it, and I think it'd be amazing. But they let me down a lot with some of their choices musically. But, yeah.
Next we have Complete Me. I thought it had an awesome like funky beat with some like nice chiptune synths mixed in. I really like the use of, there's a lot of like echoey effects and like vocal layering. They made like the vocals fill up the song really well. So that stood out to me. Overall, I don't have too much more to say about the song other than it's just like fun, like groovy song. But yeah, really the vocal like effects were the only thing that stood out to me.
Yeah, like I thought the vocals were good. I never really associated the boys with like good vocals, but like I'm a fan of their vocals a lot.
They've got like 4 like main vocals. Like I said, they are a stacked group of for having 12 members. They don't have a member that's like just there to fill.
Like, all their dances are great. Their vocals are great. All of the raps I like much more than the average boy group. So all that's good. It's a good song. I think there's a little bit too much English use in the song, and like their pronunciation could use some work maybe. So like that part's a little bit distracting. But
it's
overall,
so funny because they have 3
song.
fluent speak English.
They have a lot of English speakers.
Yeah, I don't have many notes on this. It's kind of groovy. The chorus was a bit of a letdown. I felt that was really my only note of the song. I think it's a fine song, but I wanted something different from the chorus.
Something more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next we have Summertime. I really like the staccato synth notes throughout the verses. Those stood out to me. It leads into like future based chorus. I thought it was interesting. I know Andrew didn't like it for this reason, but the vocals are really like soft and ballady. So it gives like a bit of a contrast with the more electronic, like intense instrumentals. But the one thing that stood out to me that I think it could have been worked on more was there seems to be a balance issue because of this. There were parts to me that seemed like the instrumental volume needed to be brought down because it was overpowering the vocals. It's just the instrumentals are so much more intense than the vocals, and the production wise, like the levels could have been a little more balanced in my opinion. But overall, I thought it was cool. I thought the contrast was cool, but I just wish it was mixed a little better.
Yeah, there's definitely like a lot of the boys B-sides that are just kind of misses for me. Like it's just like, oh, that didn't work. And this is kind of like that. Like the chorus, just I don't like the chorus. I don't like the instrumental. It's too like weird for me. So this is just kind of like a miss. Like I still like the vocals for the most part. At the end, like when they're all singing like in a super high register, I don't understand why they were doing that. That part was kind of weird, but it's fine. Like I just don't like it that much.
Yeah, it's kind of funny you're saying that because my note that I had is this is a classic The Boys B-side where it should be amazing, but it just doesn't stick the landing.
Yeah, something's wrong.
They do this. This happens every album where I'm like, oh man, like this could be a great song, and then like the chorus happens, and I'm just kind of like, why did they do that? Like this had so much potential, and they just do something in the chorus, and I'm just like, yeah. It happened a lot in the first album, which is so disappointing because I think their first album could be really good, but yeah, their chorus choices, I don't know what they're thinking. It's not pleasant to listen to. The chorus on this, I don't hate, I mean, this is like the most memorable song on the album to me, except for the first two, but I don't know if I'm remembering necessarily because it's great, you know? Yeah, there's something weird about the vocals. It's like the instrumentation is like in a different key than what they're singing in the chorus or something. It doesn't mesh well. It does.
It sounds like dissonant. Like I just didn't like it.
Yeah. I think they should have just done something different vocal wise, or different instrumentation. Something needed to be fixed. This song it's almost there, and they didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like we're all pretty much in agreement there. Next we have Going High, which is a weird name for a song. But I thought it had an awesome piano line mixed with like a great synthy bass part. I like how the instrumentals have like a bit of a hip hop feel to them, like classic hip hop feel to them. And I really, really like how airy the vocals are because it fits well with the song and it contrasts the rap parts really well. I'm also a huge fan of like airy vocals. You can tell that because I love like So You and like any artist that sings like super airy tones I love. And then I like the guitar line that comes in after the first chorus. I thought it was great, but I wish we got more of it because it doesn't stay for very long.
Yeah, I don't have that many thoughts on this either. It's a good song. The instrumental is really fun. The vocals are good. The raps are good. It's good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't have too much to say too. Yeah, this song was very much like a trend song, you know, or it has a lot of the trends from this year in it. So it's very much a this year song. The vocals sound way better here than I think they did in the last song. And it's a nice kind of hard hitting, chill song. Like it's kind of the feel of the album, really.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yep. And then last we have Daydream. I liked how the intro, there's the like super empty instrumentals. Like there's a beat, but it's almost imperceptible. Like it's really, really quiet. And then there's just like the super like sparse twinkly synths. I don't really know how to describe them other than that. But I think it sets the vibe of the song to focus on the vocals. And I love that it just builds the instrumentals slowly through the chorus, and then afterwards drops back out, drops them out again. And it's not quite a ballad. It's a sentimental like vocal focus song, if that makes sense. The beat's like a little too intense, like when after it builds for me to really describe it as a ballad. But yeah, I guess the sentimental boy group song is a good way to describe it, I guess. And I do like the chorus going back and forth between the singing and the chanting parts. I did like that part.
Yeah, this is probably my second favorite B-side on the album. I just thought it worked really well and how everything like flowed together. And I love like the like part in the background and like all the different chanting and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's really enjoyable, and it's just like a fun song to like sing along with and stuff. Very good.
Yeah, I also like the part. And yeah, it's another chill song. Fits the feel of the album. You know, good way to end the album. I don't really have much to say. Yeah.
So yeah, that's it for the boys. Let me get Andrew's thoughts real quick. Andrew said for D.D.D, I've actually been to the vinyl store at the beginning of the music video. It's near this cafe where I used to play Magic the Gathering. Fun trivia fact. He said, I like this. Magic. He did for a little bit. Just like after we started this show and I was talking about it all the time, he like tried to get back into it a little bit, but then his store closed. He said, I think I like this song better than Bloom Bloom. It has a similar fun upbeat vibe, but D.D.D is better arranged. Still think some of the verses are weak compared to how catchy the chorus has been for me. Maybe they could have utilized the Oh Shall We Dance build up before the bridge throughout the rest of the song to spice it up a bit. He said Sunwoo is a rare triplet rap verse that I actually enjoy. Cadence was unique and ends up being a highlight of the song for me. And then he said for favorite album tracks, he said Water throughout the super processed water samples, or thought the super processed water samples at the beginning would get tiresome, but they didn't overuse it. If anything, the water lyrics are my favorite part of the chorus, as well as the water droplet sound effects throughout. And then for Going High, he said song has potential to be a single, surprisingly fresh out in terms of the instrumental. Reminds me of something GOT7 would put out, being hip-hop influenced. And then he said, huge problemo, Summertime. The disparity between how hard this future-based instrumental comes off as and how utterly weak and flat-sounding the vocal melody that they wrote for the chorus basically killed any enjoyment I had of the song. So he basically agrees with us. There's just way too much different between the instrumentals and the vocals. And he thinks that the vocals were flat, which was why they were coming off as dissonant. So yeah, that's it for our thoughts. As for our scores, I give it a 6 out of 7 for music. Just a couple nitpicks here and there. Like we said, Summertime had some cool things going for it, but I didn't take too much off of it. Like Sam said, it's almost there, so I didn't want to like kill it and just like knock off a ton of points just for that one song, but everything else I pretty much didn't have any issues with, just like smaller nitpicks here and there. And they gave it 2 out of 3 for concept, and basically that whole point was dropped because of the music video. I think the choreography and the styling and everything was fine, but that music video was just needed to be edited better, so I gave it an 8 out of 10.
So I actually like this mini more than Red Velvet, which surprised me a lot because I didn't really expect that at all. So I gave it a 5 out of 5 for music, give Red Velvet 5. But for styling, I didn't like the music video at all. It was really weird. I like the dance, though, and that kind of stuff, so I gave it a 2 out of 3. So it ends up at 7.5, which is lower than Red Velvet, but I liked it more.
Makes total sense.
Well, it's because I don't...
you like the album more, but the styling,
yeah. Like, for me, it's only
if
about
you
music,
didn't,
but,
if you didn't rate the styling at all, you would have rated it higher.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a classic The BOYZ album to me. There's no standouts. This is the first time I felt like there really wasn't like... I guess there still was that one song where I'm like, yeah, it's not good. Usually all their albums kind of have like that 1 or 2 songs where I'm like, ugh, that's not great. It's not their best album. I like The Only way more, because that's album to me is all good. There's no bad songs, and it has a standout B-side. Whereas this, I guess Water is maybe a standout B-side, but it's more of just an intro to me than a standout B-side. So I don't know if I go out of my way to just listen to it. If I'm going to listen to it, I want to go through the album, because that's just the feel it gets me, which makes it a good first song on the album.
Yeah.
Music, I gave it a 5 out of 7. Concept, I gave it a 1.5 out of 3. So that is a 6.5 out of 10. I feel like I should defend myself because we opened this as I'm the BOYZ fan. I'm not really a fan for their music necessarily.
For their necks.
I really love Q, and I really love the members, and I do love some of their songs a lot. but they're not a group that I really like listen to. Like I listen to the songs that I really like, but I do have this general battle with their music of it's so close to being really good and they just miss it. Like, yeah.
Okay, Baron, you give it a 7, right? Total.
7.5.
My math's all screwed up. 6.5 for Sam, 7.5 for Baron. Cooper gave 6 out of 7 for music and 2.5 out of 3 for concept, so you give an 8.5. And Andrew gave it the single a 2.5 out of 3.5, the album a 2 out of 3.5, and the concept a 2 out of 3, so 6.5.
Sounds like 7.5.
Something like that. I'm doing the math real quick.
Isn't it 2 8.5s and 2 7.5s and a 7.5? 6.5?
7.4. So yeah, 7.5. So that's it.
Appropriate, I think.
I think that's appropriate. Yeah, 7.5 sounds good.
Yeah.
Worse than Red Velvet as a group.
Better.
Baron disagrees, but
I can at least remember the Red Velvet songs.
He also helped make it worse than Red Velvet by rating it lower than Red Velvet. So, yeah. What are your thoughts on the BOYZ album? Let us know in the comments. Tweet at us. Do whatever you have to. And yeah, that's it for DaebakCast episode 135. LunaCast episode 5-ish at the beginning. So if you enjoyed the episode, like us on YouTube, subscribe, click the bell, follow us on Twitter, review us on iTunes, follow us on Spotify, I think. And then, of course, join Discord and hang out with us. Discord's a cool place. We just got a server there, and it's a nice community to hang out and talk about K-pop and other things. It's a nice small community there, so you don't really get lost in the discourse of a billion people shouting. It's not a giant community. So yeah, that's it. Thank you and good night.
Stream Taylor Swift.
No.
Robbingly stream Taylor Swift. Shy Guy says goodbye.
Yeah.
It happens a lot more often with foreign members. So like G-Idol and GWSN both had this issue with Mia and Shua. Like where they didn't, their first few comebacks, neither of them had a lot of lines, and we think part of that might have been just because they were both foreigners.